Hey guys, so a question that I get a lot is how much did your van cost? So I'm going to be going over how much I spent on everything that I needed to make this van. So first of all, my van itself actually costed around 10 grand just for the van, and then I ended up having to put about 4 grand of work into it so that it was drivable. It was that expensive because it was a Sprinter van, and when I bought it, I did actually know that it was going to cost quite a bit of money to get it fixed to exactly where I wanted it to be, because I wanted it to be safe enough to drive for long periods of time and not have to worry about it crapping out on me. Obviously, vehicles will still crap out on you, and there's going to be things that you can't control. And I'm not going to include all of that, like, little things that I've spent money on. There's, like, sometimes I drop, like, 200 bucks on it. Sometimes I'd have to drop, like, 700. Like, I'm not going to include all of that into this overall calculation because that's just kind of, like, the cost that it is to maintain a vehicle. It's the cost that it is to maintain a Mercedes vehicle. That's what it is. The next thing that I spent money on was my Max Air fan. And if you are looking to get a fan for your van, haha, that rhymed, you should look into Max Air. I love my Max Air fan just because it has a rain cover, so I'm able to have air circulating even when it's raining, which is a lot because I'm based in Vancouver. And my Max Air fan actually ended up costing me around $357. It was worth every penny. The 6 LED lights that I have that go throughout my entire van costed me $50, and they're just simple and they don't draw very much from my battery. And then I also got a 3-way switch for the backlights, and that was $15, and I absolutely adore that because I'm able to turn off the lights from my bed as well, so that when I'm getting into bed I don't have to turn them off and then like jump to bed in like the pitch black. I can just turn them off when I'm up there. And then I also did get an LED light strip for my kitchen underneath my cabinet so that I don't have the shadow, because I heard of some people having shadows while they're cooking because of the lights being up here and then having a cabinet. So I did get a LED light strip that went along there, and that costed $27. My Dometic Fridge was $648, and I love it because of it being a top opening fridge, because I'm able to just stuff as much stuff as I can in there, and that's just so helpful, because if I had like a front opening fridge, I just wouldn't be able to like cram as much stuff in there. Like, it wouldn't last as long because when I open it, it would just all fall out. So I really like having a top opening fridge for this reason. I know it's not as like homey and it's like a lot more like cooler vibes, but like I don't really care because it's a lot more functional for what I'm doing. All of the wood that I bought for this van, so including like my counter, my cabinets, my bed frame, my like the ceiling, the walls, all of that kind of stuff, ended up costing me $953. Keep in mind that whenever I was able to get free wood or save some money on certain things here and there, I definitely did, and I took advantage of that. So a lot of the stuff that I did have and did use for the van was free. If you're planning on building out a van and stuff, I definitely suggest like checking Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever things you can to try to get like free cheap wood, because at the end of the day, all of it does not need to be brand new. That's going to be really helpful in saving you money if you can find free stuff that you actually like. This new key from Mercedes costed me a whopping $600. And on top of that, when I went to get the van, like the second key made, they told me that there was a 50% chance that my van actually might not respond very well to their programming system, and that my whole van might just shut down and decide to like lock because they'll think it's like theft or something, and like the van would just shut down and I'd never be able to drive it again. So I had to just accept the fact that like I'm spending $600 regardless of whether my van is going to work or like whether I'm going to get a spare key, or whether my van's just gonna be shut down forever. Like it was like a gamble. So that was like a really like stressful day for me. The mattress on my bed was free because it's actually just an old futon that was in my parents' basement and they didn't need it anymore. And then my duvet cover was $100, and it's just a plain old white duvet cover. I'm sure you could get cheaper ones. I don't know. It just is what it is. And then it cost me around $30 for all my pillows and kind of stuff like that. I do really like cheap pillows, like personally, just for my head. Like, I don't know, like I like it when you can move around all the like fluff inside, so that like if you can move it, it could be like there's no fluff in one area. You know, you feel me? Because like, I don't know, like I just want to be able to like form it to exactly what I'm vibing with that day. Anyways, yeah, that's how I am with pillows. Yeah, and then the blankets on top of my bed actually costed a lot of money. It cost me like $400. Probably not the best like financial choice that I made, but I love my blankets because zodiac signs, man. My 3-burner stove was $386 and I love it because I'm able to cook 3 things at the same time. My deep sink was $297 and I love having a deep sink because I'm able to wash my hair in it if I need to. It's just nice because sometimes I don't want to like open the whole back of the van and I don't want to like set up the whole shower, and I don't need a full shower. Like sometimes I just want to wash my hair and have some clean hair and just feel good really quickly, and having a deep sink is very nice for that. My faucet actually was free because my parents had an extra faucet, so I just took that one over. The installation in my van costed me around $107. Keep in mind, I did also, again, source materials for free, so it would have probably costed more if I didn't get all these free things. My sump pump was $41, and I need a sump pump just because my water filtration system actually produces water from 2 different hoses. So one of them would like attach to the faucet, and then the other one actually goes out the bottom. So instead of having that like bottom hose just getting disposed of immediately, I wanted it to be filtered back into my water tank so that it wasn't a huge waste. My water pump was $103, and all of the pipes and kind of fittings and everything like that I needed for plumbing was around $30 in total. My vinyl flooring was $185, and I really like having vinyl just because it's so easy to take care of. It's so much lighter because of how thin it is. It's like 1/8 of an inch, like thick. My curtain that separates my front area to my actual home area was free, and added on some blackout fabric that my mom had just randomly lying around. My entire solar system, including my 2 batteries, my 2 solar panels, my inverter, all of that kind of stuff, costed me $1,486. And then obviously I did spend money on little things here and there that I'm not exactly going to like list out everything, but some things might be like the handles on my cabinets, like my knife rack, the curtain rod, the stain, the paint, my speakers that go throughout my whole van. Like how much my shower ended up costing wasn't very much, by the way. The shower was like only like $100, so I definitely recommend it. Do it. Like those little things do add up. But yeah, so my van ended up costing this much, but yours is probably going to cost a different amount of money. And like realistically, you can save as much money as you want to on a van, and you can spend as much money as you want to, and you do not need to spend a lot of money on a van to make it nice and livable and work for you. I'm very lucky that I had so many things available to me for free, and that I had so many like tools that I was able to use, that I had so much help here and there. Like I am really, really grateful that this was something that I was able to do, and I recognize that like not a lot of people are going to be able to do exactly what I did, and like at the end of the day, like you don't need to though, is what I'm trying to say. Like you can, like I've seen people, I have friends who literally have a van and they shoved a mattress in the back and that's it. And they just use buckets for their clothing, and like over time they get new stuff and they add on. And like when I first got this van, I didn't like have it built out for the longest time. Like I literally just had a bed frame in here. Anything is possible. Like that was workable. Like that was still nice. Like the reality is having a vehicle that you were able to like sleep in, that's enough. Anyways, I'm not gonna keep rambling on about that, but I just wanted you to know how much I actually did pay for this van, and I'm sure you can probably watch a whole bunch of other van lifers talk about how much they spent, and it's probably a completely different number. So you can kind of just see like the range that there is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.